Hi, welcome back to Food Travel Shopping Channel, and you're watching Cooking Like the Yeungs. So today I am going to use my new Staub Cocotte pot, which is the oval 6-quart, and I'm going to show this to you. This is with the chicken knob on top. Okay, if you have not yet seen my unboxing of this particular piece, I will put it in the description box below. Alright, so I'm going to show you what's inside looks like, and I am doing this for the whole chicken. I purposely bought this piece to be able to put it in the oven and cook it in the oven for one whole chicken, so I'm using it today. If you have not yet subscribed to the Food Travel Shopping Channel, go ahead and click subscribe before missing other videos. So I'm going to show you how to make this spiced coconut milk braised chicken. Okay, so these are the ingredients to make our spiced coconut milk braised chicken. Okay, so we're gonna mix everything together in a small bowl. So my cayenne pepper, my cinnamon powder, the cumin, black pepper, as well as the salt. Alright, so we're gonna mix this together first with all the spice and give it a good mix. Alright, so I'm gonna mix my spice really well, and I'm gonna use half the spice to season the chicken here first. So I'm just going to sprinkle some of the seasoning on here. Alright, so I'm just gonna rub it. Alright, so I'm gonna flip it over and then rub the other side. Alright, so I'm gonna save about half of my spice, and we're gonna use it for later. Okay, so now we're good. Alright, so the preparation is done here. Now we're gonna transfer over to the stove. Alright, so remember to, whenever you use your cocottes, always preheat your cocotte first. And now I'm gonna add some oil. Alright, so I just want an even layer of oil down in the pot here. Alright. First of all, we are going to sear the chicken first. Okay, so once your cocotte is hot, you can put the chicken in. So we're gonna sear the bottom for 5 minutes first. And we want a nice golden brown color here. Alright, so after 5 minutes, let's remove it and flip it to the other side. Okay, we're gonna do another 5 minutes on the other side as well. Alright, I like to sear the side as well a little bit. So I'm just gonna to the side, and we're gonna do the other side as well. On the side, I usually just leave it for 2 minutes. Okay, after 2 minutes, we're gonna flip it to the other side. Okay, so once we sear all sides of the chicken, I'm just gonna take it out. So carefully remove. Alright, I just want to show you how nice that I seared the chicken. So as you can see. Okay, we're gonna remove it and put it back into our bowl here. Alright, so we're gonna keep using the same pot here. Alright, I'm gonna add in the cumin seed first. Alright, I'm gonna add in the onions now. Okay, so we're gonna cook down the onions a little bit. So approximately 5 minutes here. Alright, so at this time, I think I'm gonna add a little bit more oil. Alright, so we want the pan to be well seasoned with oil right now. I'm just gonna add a little bit more, like a tablespoon or so. A lot of times when you're cooking with season, you want to cook the seasoning. So I'm gonna pour the remaining of the season in with my onions. So as I'm stirring them, I'm actually activating the season. So this really releases all the flavor. All right, so I'm gonna add in the sage as well. I'm just gonna cut my sage in. Okay, so right now you're, like I said, activating all the spice. It smells really good right now. All right, so this part is optional. I am gonna add in 1 cup of white wine to deglaze the pan. So if you add in the white wine, it just gives it a little bit more flavor, so that is optional. But otherwise, you can pour in your coconut milk directly right now. If you're like me, where you're deglazing the pan, you want to just cook it for about 2 minutes. Alright, so the best part of deglazing the pan, you want to scrub down your pan here. So I am scrubbing down my cocotte. So then all the spice can release. And we're cooking our onions. Alright, so I don't want to cook all the way through my onions. So right now I'm gonna, let's cook another minute. And then we can add in our coconut milk. Okay, so at this time you do want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Because we're gonna put it into the oven to bake our chicken. Alright, so my particular oven have a rapid preheat, so that's why I usually preheat it like last minute. If you don't have that option, you want to preheat it a little bit earlier. Alright, so after a minute, I'm going to add my coconut milk right in now. Right into the cocotte. I'm going to give it a good stir here. Alright, so you want to bring this back to a simmer first before we put our chicken back in. Okay, so now we can place our chicken back in. Okay, so if you have some season in your bowl where you place your chicken, you want to just scrape those back in as well. All these goodies. Okay. Alright, turn off your heat. We're gonna cover it. And now we're gonna transfer it into the oven. Okay, so after an hour and 20 minutes of baking, it's time to take our cocotte out. Alright, let me just give you guys a sneak peek first. Wow, look how nice it is. Alright, so we want to carefully remove the strings here first. Alright. So, okay, we can easily remove it. Okay, so that's it. Look how nice our chicken is. Alright, so I'm going to cut a piece of chicken. And I'm going to cut the thigh part to try this out. So you can see as I'm cutting into it, it is so juicy and it's just like very tender. The meat really just falls right apart. So we can just detach our bones. Look how nice this is. Alright, so so to serve it with the spiced coconut milk braised chicken, I am going to serve it with rice. And I'm just gonna put my chicken legs here. And you can... Alright, so now we're gonna put some sauce on top. It smells so good. Alright. And that's how we would serve our chicken. Alright, so now I'm gonna try out my braised chicken. It is so tender. The chicken just falls apart completely. It smells really good. Really soft, really tender. Really good. Alright, so I'm just gonna put a little rice. And I want some chicken. So you can see it just literally falls apart. And then rice with chicken. Mmm. Such a good chicken and rice dish. So I hope you enjoyed this episode on the spiced coconut milk braised chicken with my new Staub Oval Cocotte. This is a 6-quart cocotte. This is just a perfect for making a chicken like this, and I absolutely love it. So thanks for watching another episode of Cooking Like the Yeungs. If you have not yet subscribed to our food travel shopping channel, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button below as well. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for our next video and update.